Now today is that day where we get to see the NEV insurance registration from some of our favorite EV stocks like Nio, and from the period which started on the 22nd until the 28th last week, Nio saw total NEV insurance registrations of 3,300, which is pretty good looking at the fact that we are in that kind of a month where deliveries or the demand in car sales is usually low. So 3,300, I think it is pretty good because now it takes Nio to have total NEV insurance registration from the 1st to the 28th of around 9,900. And you will remember, or those of you that watched the video I did on Saturday, you will remember that my prediction was that Nio for the month of January, my prediction was they will deliver vehicles of between 10 and 12,000, and I said that the average or the midpoint through that is 11,000, which it is looking like that prediction which I made on Saturday probably will still stand when Nio finally announced the deliveries on Thursday, because these NEV insurance registrations, though we know that they are not actual deliveries, but they give a guidance, and I don't think the vehicles or the actual sales that Nio will announce on Thursday will come out very far off from these numbers, or from the numbers of the NEV insurance registrations, because basically now we are just only left with 3 days, which is yesterday, today, and tomorrow, where Nio needs to add those deliveries, of course, into their January deliveries, and we get the total figure. Yes, the NEV insurance registration also, like I said, excludes some of the sales that Nio is actually doing in China, and also does not include the sales that Nio is generating in Europe. But with Europe, we know that it is usually not that much, or we don't usually see that much of deliveries coming from Europe, which is why I still stick to my prediction of Nio delivering somewhere between 10 and 12,000 deliveries for this month. Now 10,000 deliveries, ladies and gents, should Nio deliver 10,000 deliveries, which they would have achieved a 15% increase year over year, because you'll remember that last year in January or around the same time, Nio for the month of January they delivered 8,506 deliveries, and of which 10,000 would mean 15% increase year over year, whereas 11,000, which is my, of course, average sort of like delivery target, it would mean you would have a 22% increase year over year. Whereas if they get to 12,000, or they get to see any number just a little bit over 12,000, then that will be over 30% increase year over year, which is something that is pretty good, something that is pretty amazing. Now, one of the things that I've also been checking, though I don't invest into that stock, is the deliveries of Xpeng. You will know that Xpeng cars are way cheaper than Nio cars, which to see Xpeng, ladies and gents, the very same week where Nio is producing 3,300, and Xpeng, a car that is selling cheaper cars than Nio, getting 2,200, that tells you, or that should tell you, that, ladies and gents, it is pretty tough out there. This month it is pretty tough in terms of sales, and Nio, chances are they will deliver more vehicles than Xpeng this month, though they are not in the same category, although you can compare the two because Nio sell premium cars. But this just has to show you that yeah, it is pretty tough out there, and ladies and gents, Nio is doing pretty good looking at the kind of the numbers that we are seeing from other EV car companies. Yes, Leo, though they are not selling full EVs, they are selling hybrids. They got 8,100, which is pretty good, I suppose. But of course, my point is that Nio, it is doing pretty good as well. I don't think these numbers are bad when looking at the kind of numbers that other EVs are producing or are selling. So I look forward to Thursday, because Thursday it is a day where we are going to see, of course, Nio reporting officially on the website the total deliveries they generated for the month of January, and I cannot wait to see. But as I've said, I believe it will be come somewhere between 10 to 12,000. So yeah, it looks like probably for the very first time I might be right when it comes to, of course, the predicting the deliveries, or the monthly deliveries of Nio, especially looking at the kind of figures or NEV insurance registration that Nio, ladies and gents, currently has or had on Sunday, which is something that is pretty good. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Nio is one of the stocks that I talk a lot about on this channel, because regardless of the share price really dropping sharply, or spend Nio trading towards their 52-week lows. This is a company that continues to grow. This is the company that its fundamentals, ladies and gents, continue improving. I mean, right now in January, we are already talking about, before even these 3 days, it means that we are already talking about 10,000 of deliveries, which represent of 15% increase year over year. Before Nio comes with the actual deliveries, we're already sitting at plus minus 15% of growth, which we are going to get to see. Of course, that growth being over 20% or even over 30%, should Nio deliver over 12,000 deliveries, which is something that, this to me is the part of the reason why I continue investing into Nio, because whether yes, there are some of the things that, or the kind of sales they are generating is not as per what we want or expected, but this is a company that continues to grow, and we cannot deny that. And I think the growth will continue as the years unfold, as the months unfold, especially knowing that Nio will be also introducing more cheaper EVs that will target the mass market. Otherwise, with all that, guys, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.